What if one day, without warning, humanity woke up to a stunning transformation? Lungs adapted to draw oxygen directly from water, but our legs fused and stretched into long muscular flippers, forcing us to abandon land forever and take to the sea? Imagine the sheer chaos of that morning. Streets flooded not with water, but with people slithering, sliding, floundering on concrete they could no longer walk upon. The cities we built, skyscrapers, highways, subways, suddenly turned into alien terrain, useless, inaccessible. The ocean, once a mysterious blue barrier at the edge of our world, would now become our only refuge. Millions would scramble toward the coast, not out of fear, but necessity, drawn like migrating whales to the sea. Because breathing air would now choke us, our new biology refusing the very atmosphere we once took for granted. Governments would collapse in days, not through war or rebellion, but simple obsolescence. Their infrastructures designed for bipeds with lungs, not finned beings diving into the deep. Now picture this: the oceans, long feared and misunderstood, become our new cradle of civilization. Sunken cities rise not from myth, but from desperate reinvention. Coral-crowned towers, glowing with bioluminescent tech. Whole societies nestled in kelp forests and ridged along trench walls, their structures shaped by water currents instead of wind. Schools would teach echolocation instead of handwriting. Currency might be replaced by energy pulses or reef-bonded resources. Communication would evolve beyond words, through flashes of skin, ripple signals, or shifting pigments, like cephalopods. Our skin might darken, thicken, reflect pressure and depth. We'd look more alien than human by land-bound standards, sleek, elongated forms adapted for a life of silent speed and fluid grace. Art, music, architecture, every aspect of human culture would be reborn in liquid. But the sea, unlike land, is not ours alone. Suddenly, we're not at the top of the food chain. We're just newcomers in a realm ruled by creatures older, stranger, and less forgiving. Whales, sharks, colossal squids, we'd share space, perhaps even clash with them. Would we try to dominate this new biome as we did the land, or learn humility among its ancient inhabitants? And what of the deep ocean trenches, the Mariana, the Tonga, the midnight zones? Would we finally explore the dark where light doesn't dare follow, where life flickers like static in a dream? Or would some among us disappear into those abyssal plains, returning altered, unknowable? Our concept of nations would vanish beneath the waves. Borders are meaningless in a place with no fences, only currents. Cultures would form along migratory routes, tectonic ridges. Hydrothermal vents, fluid societies, guided not by flags, but by flows. But here's a darker twist. What if this transformation wasn't evolution, but correction? A forced reset. A response to centuries of pollution, of taking without giving. The earth, tired of our weight on its surface, may have nudged us toward the water as penance or salvation. Perhaps land was never truly meant for us. Perhaps we were always amphibious creatures out of place, clinging to soil with clumsy limbs while our future waited in the deep. The legends of mermaids, of Atlantis, of beings between two worlds, maybe they weren't myths at all, but memories echoing from a cycle long forgotten. And now that the cycle returns, we're cast back into the great unknown, no longer the masters of earth, but apprentices to the sea. There would be resistance, of course. Not all would make it. Some would cling to mountaintops or seal themselves in oxygenated bunkers, worshipping the land like a fading god. But others would adapt and fast. Children would be born into the tides, never knowing gravity, never missing the sky. Over generations, language would dissolve, and time itself might shift, marked not by clocks but by tides and migrations. Eventually, the land would fade from memory, its ruins studied like fossilized dreams. And when alien eyes someday peer into Earth's waters, they wouldn't find humans walking among concrete. They'd find sleek, silent beings weaving through the waves, remnants of a civilization that drowned to be reborn. Not by choice, but by necessity. And maybe, just maybe, they'd wonder, were we always meant to be here?